It's your girl
Black
Diamond.
Diamond.
Black Diamond.
When a rich black man is convicted of anything, from the moment he's convicted, the black community starts saying he's guilty, and then uh, celebrating it.
Who do you feel like they're celebrating?
Definitely Diddy, but I feel like Meek Mill to a certain extent. I bet Jay-Z is coming. It's just, I mean, if these brothers did whatever they're accused of, I don't even know what's going on with Meek Mill and Jay-Z. I hadn't heard whatever because I'm not out there like that. But it's like, if they did it, then they will be convicted of it. But why celebrate it? Why be all happy about it? You know, that's another black man who's a multimillionaire who could have done something for the community, or people even saying like to me, like they celebrated Nipsey Hussle. And Nipsey Hussle was out there trying to make something happen in his community. You know, I just don't get it.
So you think that they are celebrating it because they're talking about it?
No, I think that they celebrated it because they seem happy that it happened.
Who got this TV loud?
I have no idea. My TV not even on. Thank you, Doc. I appreciate it, though. And I'm not comparing, the people who are accused of anything. I'm not comparing Diddy with R. Kelly or Meek Mill or nobody else. But if somebody's guilty, I get it. Then they should be brought to justice. But even in that case, I don't think it should be celebrated. I don't think it should be all publicized. And I mean, when other ethnicities are arrested for things, they don't bring it all over social media and talk about it and get all happy and all this.
Yes, they do.
I hadn't seen it.
Yes, they do.
Much love and respect.
Man, Diddy been fucking up for a long time. A long time. I ain't gonna even lie. And with the shit about publicly, he been doing it publicly. So guess what? When the shit hit the fan, it can happen to him publicly. He gets shamed publicly like he shamed people. That's just what that is. You reap what you sow. You fuck up good, you get dead bad.
Morning, Diamond. I don't know where Doc been because
Doc been right here, but I think Doc is just Doc is an advocate for men. I think.
Yeah, and I understand that, but I don't see any celebration. It's more of a justification. It's been well known that Diddy has, been allegedly in a lot of shit for a long time, and so he's obviously a high profile person, so it's going to be in public. And when you're of that stature, it's going to be publicized. But it's not so much of a celebration. It's probably justification for a lot of stuff that's been going on if he's convicted. So we don't even know if he's going to be convicted, but he's been out there, for a long time. And so it's not, I don't think it's anything of a celebration. And to me, if he was going to do something for the community, he would have done it already. And maybe he has done some things.
I think what the issue is that he's been getting away with it for so long. And if you are an advocate for men, you should be an advocate for the men that Diddy harassed. I mean, this man has allegations of harassing men, touching on men, and if you advocate for men, then you should be talking to the victims of Diddy. That's who you should be worried about.
I agree. And those men were underage. So
it's a wrap. He getting convicted. He finna do something. Cause when the FBI come for you like that, it's over with. They got some hard evidence on something. He finna be in trial like Young Thug.
Thank you, gentlemen. I appreciate y'all for telling me who I need to be an advocate for or who I need to be worried about. I'm not worried about any of them. And I would advocate for all of them. I'm not saying anything negative about a victim, anything positive about a person who is accused of something. However, just like Jeff said, allegedly, he hadn't been convicted of anything.
Man, that man guilty as day. This man traveled all the way to Aruba.
May I? Thank you. He hadn't been convicted of anything. So before he's convicted, the public already sees him and anybody else that's black that's accused of anything is guilty and already celebrates.
Well, he convicted himself when he ran. If you ain't done nothing or everything ain't none of it true, why you run? So when you take off running, you damn near mark yourself guilty right then and there, whether you like it or not.
It has nothing to do with what I like, but
Who
I don't know
flees?
what
Hold up,
system
Doc.
you're familiar with. But the judicial system is never in favor of the black man, whether you guilty or not guilty.
Doc, there's some situations.
Hold on, Zodiac. Give me a second. Once you're accused of something, Mr. Candy, then you might as well be guilty because you can be convicted and never done anything if you're black. Go ahead, Zodiac. I apologize.
What I was gonna say is there are some men that are innocent in a lot of situations. You know that they're wrongly accused of something, and then they get put away from jail for a long period of time, and then they get out, you know, afterwards off those false allegations. But then we got people like Diddy, who, if you're not guilty, why would you go all the way over to a whole different island and do that? If you're not guilty, that don't make any sense. Put two and two together, Doc. Come on, man.
When did I say he was innocent?
They said they said in the comments that Russell Simmons got served in Bali.
Yeah, I've been hearing stuff about him forever, but I've never said that any of these guys was innocent. I don't understand what you guys don't understand about that. I'm not saying the people are innocent or guilty. I'm not praising the accuser or downplaying the victim. I'm just saying until I know, then I'm just gonna leave it as I don't know.
But Doc, as you know,
ran and left his kids behind.
Doc, when allegations come out,
Jeff, hold
they
on
always.
Jeff, hold on just a second. I'm just saying that I don't know, and until I do know, then I'm just gonna not talk about it or not.
Well, what you been watching? Because they've been pulling out the goddamn receipts for a minute now. I don't know what you been looking at.
Well, like I said, to me, it's humanistic behavior. When allegations come out, you're gonna have some people talk about it and say, "Hey, they're guilty." You know, look at Carly Russell. How many people came? How many of these women came on these panels and said, "Oh, she's innocent. She's innocent. She's innocent." I mean, when allegations come out, people are gonna pick a side.
So hold on. Somebody sent me something where Slim Thug says the black community has turned on Diddy solely based on allegations and speaks on people making jokes about it. Still ain't no criminal charges.
Y'all don't use y'all discernment. That's the problem.
I have a question, Doc, and this is my only question I'm gonna drop. And the only reason why I'm asking, it just seems like when these types of allegations, and good morning, y'all, I'm so sorry, I'm in like a rush, I'm on autopilot, but it seems like when you come up on these types of conversations, you don't want to talk about it because there's no convictions, there's no literal like solid proof in your eyes. But based on everything that you have heard, you have to use your judgment to some sense. Do you or do you not believe so far that Diddy has done the things that he did? Yes or no?
Ma'am, that's not a yes or no question.
Based on what has come out, because I absolutely do. Yes or no?
Do you realize you said, do I believe that he did the things that he did?
Yes.
Your question was not even ambiguous. Your question said that he did.
It's a simple question.
I got a question. Would you go to a Diddy party? Would you go to a Diddy party, Doc?
You didn't.
Would you go to a Diddy party, Doc?
Do I believe he did the things that he's accused of? You said, do I believe the things that he did? Meaning that you already see him as guilty. And I'm not saying.
Let me give you my answer so I can make it easy for you, because I'm giving you a simple question.
You don't have to make anything easy for me. Only thing that I ask is you give me the opportunity to speak like I give you. I'm not saying that he didn't do it. What don't y'all understand about that? I'm not saying the man is innocent. I'm not saying he's going to walk away scot-free and all this other stuff. I'm not saying that. I'm saying I don't know. What's wrong with that? What is so
Okay,
wrong with
so
I don't know?
okay, so with you, so I'm gonna take that answer, even though you want to jump around the question. I'm gonna take that answer and say this: if you don't know, in which a lot of people don't, none of us know that he absolutely for freaking sure that he did it. Based on what has come out, I certainly do. Because one thing that these big celebrities will do is one, pay the amount of money that he did in an amount of 24 hours to Cassie. No man that is not guilty is not going to pay that type of money to settle something on that magnitude. So the reason why I'm asking is because you have so many people, and I'm just going to say Cat Williams definitely started it with people coming out and saying the stuff that they need to say. He literally has so many people on his ass about the things that he is doing. So I'm not saying that you need to say, oh yes, I believe Diddy did it, because a lot of people don't believe that he did it. But what I'm saying is, based off the information that has come out, the victims that have come out and said what they needed to say, use your judgment, use the brain that's bigger than your mouth. Literally, that's all I'm asking you to do. Because what it sounds like when you come up talking about, oh, it's a downfall of black men, it sounds like you are taking up for these abusers. Bottom line, it's a simple question, yes or no. That is
That's like
it.
that's
Okay,
like
so
the same. That's like the same when you deal with the.
so one
Go
second,
ahead.
y'all. I got a cash app message. Somebody said, didn't Diddy tell on himself? Didn't Diddy tell on himself sleeping with Usher?
Yeah.
He sure did. Told a
Yes.
story about how they used to wake up and fight about the cereal, and then he caught himself and said, "Oh, dang, oh, dang." He caught himself.
On top of that,
It's not like there's no there. There's been a lot over the years and years.
on top of that,
I mean,
on top of that, he's not outright saying it. It's he's saying little. Y'all gotta pick up on when
right.
people talk. Like when
There's
they're
been
saying
pictures.
something, there's verbiage that's being said. Why would a grown ass man want to hang out with Justin Bieber? Like
Okay,
things
so
like that.
one
So
second, y'all. 1 second. Someone said, why are you attacking someone with a different opinion? Stop it and have a intellectual conversation.
But who
I'm
said?
just trying.
Who's
Jeff,
okay?
Morning,
So
panel.
there's
Zodiac,
no.
Morning,
All
Miss
right, I'm
Donna.
gonna
Zodiac,
respond to
I'm
that.
Jeff,
I'm gonna.
talking.
Zodiac, and Miss Destiny. Would you please quote where I said Diddy didn't do anything? Would you either one of you
Doc,
three, please?
Doc.
See,
That's
you're
not
not gonna
what
do that.
Why
You're
is
not
it?
gonna
Why
do
is it
that.
that
This
when
is
I
exactly
talk,
what
you
y'all
guys feel
do.
the
you
need to
asking us a
talk over me?
question.
But I let you finish. I want
Bro,
to finish. I'll stop. I don't talk long. Will either one of the three of you please quote to me where I said the man was innocent, or I said
Not
anybody else
gaslighting.
was innocent?
Not gaslighting.
bro,
At
Well,
You
well,
didn't
7:41
Doc,
even say
you
that,
in the
Doc.
didn't you
morning.
didn't say that, Doc. But
You
I
didn't say that.
It's
understand
you.
where
It's
you're
you
coming
saying,
from.
okay, he's not innocent, but he's not. But we don't know if he's guilty.
But
People
that
say
wasn't
that.
the
That,
question that she
yeah,
asked
that's
you.
all he's saying. I
That
don't see
wasn't the
what your
question
problem
that
is.
she
I
asked you
think he's
though.
guilty.
So can I say
Doc,
this,
that
and
wasn't
I'm gonna go. I want to make space for somebody else. I'm
that,
so sorry. I
that
want to
wasn't the
make space
question
for
she
somebody.
asked you though, Doc. That is not the question she asked you.
She
She
asked
asked
me
you, did
what I
you believe
believe.
it? Yeah, she didn't ask you. She didn't say that you said he was guilty. She said, do you believe any of it?
I said I don't know
And then you're
because
saying,
I know
hold
that
up,
the media will.
Doc.
I know
You
that the
said
media will fry a black man. The media will put out all
Man,
kinds of
that
stuff about a
man
black
Okay,
fried.
man, whether
Doc,
he
you
fried
believe
The
it or
himself,
media.
not. Whether
bro.
you
Doc,
believe
never
it or
mind the
not, the
media.
media will
What
put
about
out
the court?
negativity on a black man in a heartbeat.
What about the court
But
allegations, Doc?
Y'all the
but
What
this
about
same
ain't
the
ones that
the.
said
documented
hashtag free
allegations?
R.
Do you
Kelly. Y'all
believe
the
the
same ones
documented
that said
allegations?
hashtag free R. Kelly. Y'all the
I
same ones.
never
Okay,
said
let me just say
anything
this, Doc. Let
remotely
me just say
similar
this,
to
Doc,
freeing
and let
R.
me
Kelly.
get.
Please don't lie on
I
me,
didn't
sir.
say you. I'm saying people with your type of mindset are the same ones that said free R. Kelly.
With
Y'all
my
the
type
same
of
ones.
mindset to
With
say
Okay,
all the
that until
proof.
a person is guilty, I don't know. That makes me say free R. Kelly. How do you equate the two?
so can I just
Let
say
me
this?
see.
I'm gonna get up out of here, Doc, because talking to you is a real headache sometimes.
It
I
should
have
be.
no problem with you having the stance that you do. I quite frankly don't give a fuck. My thing is if you're going to talk about how people are laughing, people are, scrutinizing this man based on the allegations that are coming out, but you at the same time don't want to talk about it because you don't know anything. That's my problem, because what you came up here and did is you kept for a man who has been accused of SA from multiple people. So whether you believe it or not, I don't give a fuck what your stance is. Don't talk about it if what you're going to do is stand behind a person that you do not know or know did the things that they do. That's all I'm saying. If you don't feel comfortable having that stance and then continue talking about it, that's the only thing. But don't say anything and then in another breath keep talking about it if you have no idea what's going on. That's all I'm saying. You can have your opinion. I don't give a fuck about that. Just have
Thank
your
you.
opinion, and that's it. I don't have no
Thank
problem with it, baby. That's all.
Thank you for saying that. However, I didn't cap for anybody. I never said the man was innocent. I never said he was guilty. I'm saying until I know, I can even talk about evidence if you would like. However, I'm not going to say the man is guilty without knowing he's guilty
That's
because I
okay.
know that false. I know that false evidence
But you
happened,
Doc,
still
and I know that
still
real
beating
Man, let me
evidence.
get
around.
out of
You
here.
still
hold up,
beating
hold up.
around
So
the
We
Doc,
question.
you
have a
said
good morning,
Doc,
Mama.
Doc, Doc, you
Now,
said
every time y'all talk, I
Jesus
stop and wait till you
Christ.
finish. I wait you stop before I start. But every time I
But you
start
still beating
fucking
around the
talking,
question though.
no, I ain't beating
Dog,
around the
that
shit,
still
brother.
that is
I'm
not what
telling
the
you that
fuck she
I don't
asked.
know.
That is not
I'm
what
telling
she
you that
asked though.
I'm telling
She
you that,
said, "Do you
bruh,
believe any
bruh,
of the
bruh.
allegations
Can
is
you
true?"
listen to what I say? Can you
You
listen to
saying
what
you
I
don't
say?
know,
Because,
but you say you
brother,
go to
brother,
evidence and everything
brother,
else, but you don't
brother.
know if it's true or you
Brother,
don't believe
because
in it. But you
so
talk
you
about
telling me you don't
evidence.
believe that a black man can be put out there, that all kind of nonsense can be put out about a black man who's
Yeah, they
innocent?
can, but I
See,
know
this
he
is what
been
I'm
fucking
talking
up for
about.
a long time though.
Got
I
you.
know he been
So
fucking up though.
when the Exonerated Five came out and they were talking and they had newspaper articles and all this nonsense talking about those little boys did what they, all that nonsense, and how they were just so adamant about them doing it, and they went to jail and all that nonsense happened to them. People were doing the
That's
same
a
thing y'all
that's
are
a
Why
doing.
are
whole
you
different
comparing?
situation.
Why
Of
are you
course,
comparing
That's a
the
whole different
exonerated five? Why are you
situation, man.
comparing the
different
exonerated
situation.
That's a
five
The
whole
only
different
thing,
to
situation.
the only
See,
Diddy?
thing
see,
I'm
you
saying is
one of them
talk.
type. You don't
Man,
even be
No,
knowing
you
what
one
the
of them
fuck you
type.
talking
You
about.
one of them type who don't fucking listen and too
No, you
dense
don't
to
be knowing what the
understand
fuck
stuff.
you talking about. That's two whole different situations right
Bruh. And
there.
I never said they were the same situation. Just like the R.
So
Kelly
you
thing was
can't
wrong.
compare the
Nah,
two. You
hell.
cannot compare the two.
the R.
Listen,
Kelly is
Candy, listen.
accurate. R.
Listen,
Kelly's
Candy,
accurate.
listen.
What are you
We
talking
can
about?
sing at the same time and be understood, but we can't talk. Especially if we just saying different shit. So, do you want to have something you want to say? Because I don't want to keep being interrupted. It's really aggravating the fuck out of me.
I don't give a fuck because you aggravated.
I know you don't, but I'm trying to have a respect for a grown man and hoping that you would do the same thing. I mean,
Man,
whether you give a fuck or
we've been
not, just
talking to
so
your
you
ass, and you've
understood.
been trying to beat around the bush on the question, but then want to tell us what we should think and how we should feel.
I
Hell
answered the
no.
fucking question and I didn't tell you how to feel at
Yeah.
all. My answer to the
Okay.
question is
That's
I
like
don't
saying
know.
Puff
What I
innocent, Diddy
believe,
guilty. That's crazy, bro.
I won't even say what I believe because I feel like that would sway the
That's
what you
all
call,
she
because
asked.
yes, I
That's
do
all she
believe that
asked. But you know,
and I answered. Yes, I do believe that he's guilty. I believe he's guilty as
that's
shit.
all she asked.
But
That's all
I'm
she
not.
asked instead of
But
you talking about the other
God
shit.
damn, brother,
The
what
other
is
shit is
wrong with you? Are
no reason to be
you have
talking
Tourette's
about
or
though.
some shit like that? Are you special needs?
Who?
Are you okay?
Where you get that from? Are you okay, dumbass dude? The
Exactly. So
fuck?
now you go to insults because you're too stupid to understand conversation.
Yeah, I bet if I was around you wouldn't say
I
none of
bet
that
I
shit. I'd
would.
be in
I
your
would say it to
motherfucking
your face,
jaws.
brother.
Oh ass
Hey,
nigga.
we ain't going
I'm that
there.
dude. I
We
would
ain't
say it
going
to your
there.
face.
Here we
Trust.
go, man.
Cut the
Trust.
violence. Cut the violence.
I'm not going to go to the gala and act a fool by any stretch of the imagination. So don't say meet me there. But I'm in Atlanta. If you want to meet me anywhere,
Man, why'd
we
you
can,
bring
and
up
we can converse. We can do whatever you want to do, and
Doc,
I
you
will
ain't
say
that
whatever
ain't
to your
you.
face because I'm about that life. I'm just letting
That's
you
not
know.
you, man.
Why'd you even bring up the?
Jeff, the only thing I'm saying is that until I know, I'm willing to talk about it, but I'm not going to pass judgment. If I'm wrong for that, I'm okay with that. But what's wrong with that stance? I believe he's guilty as hell to be 100, but I'm not going to sit up here and say I know he's guilty because I don't.
Fair enough. And obviously we as humans we gonna make up our own opinions. From what I know about Diddy, he guilty.
And I'm not saying that you're not, brother. I'm just saying it shouldn't be celebrated when a black man goes down.
That's what I'm saying. So that the verbiage that you just said, it shouldn't be celebrated when a black man is put in that predicament. That's in a way saying that you believe indirectly that this man is innocent.
No,
in a
that's
sense.
not.
I think it should be
That's what it
celebrated
sounds like.
anytime
Even
music
if that's what not what you're
talk.
saying, but that's what it sounds like.
So y'all hold on one second. Doc, honey, they paid to drop you.
I was waiting on that to happen, Diamond. Thank you. My last words is that I don't celebrate the fall of any black person, male or female. And until I know a person is guilty, then I'll talk about it. I might even believe a certain way, but I won't say that they're guilty until I know that they are. And that's my opinion. So it is what it is. God bless you, Diamond.
All right, man. The Diddy parties, Uchi?
Yeah, several times.
I'm a drop. I feel unsafe.
I do too. Are you a recruiter for Diddy?
Say that again.
Are you a recruiter for Diddy?
Yeah, I am.
Hell no.
Would you like to come to the villa?
Well, listen.
No means
listen.
no.
So
No
what's
means
what's
no.
your opinion about it?
Well, I think. Listen here. He's being set up right now.
What
Just
did
to let you guys know. Yeah, it's all just a big ass troll right now. You know what I'm saying? He didn't do it. He's not really paying all these people all this money. Yeah, in fact, he's over here right now hiding in my closet. If you
TheBlackDiamondShow.com.